hard to play as a versus SD Murano. They're going to move to the mid lane too easily.
Yeah, it's not only that, but it's also the Centaur. You're playing in Stampede, so so much like you. It's
timing where he's not threatened by anything, and they're going to be able to take every objective. So
hit some of those neutrals behind the tower.
So annoying. Disruption into harass. Now you have to waste.
Even threatening to kill him with the Shadow Poisons. Now, it's probably not going to be enough here. Crit. Ooh, it was actually pretty damn close, but unable to finish the job, and Lornoff gets some much-needed experience. Early invest onto a creep and make a move with it. Maybe there's some play that a Light Stealer could make. Snaking, a little bit of trouble here. Starstorm, but that's going to be a vacuum back into a First Blood as Omar gets the block for Divide to line up the hit.
That's super nice. First Blood on a Darkseer, extra gold, going to push.
Lornoff getting low. Amar trying to gun for the kill. The Shadow Poison popped, the Burning Spears, but they feed him the Lotus. GH comes out of the disruption. Lots of time, but the Poison still takes him out alongside the Burning Spears. That's just too much damage over time.
Very close trade. You got an early Ash Legion shield on GH as well. Picking up some early neutral item. Should have won you this trade, but the boots plus quelling on Amar, he's just able to get the chase down, and he calls him old.
Oh, Maureen has already taken to his teammates Amar's old chat. Falcons, well known for a bit of BM, young and playing Cent mid. Yeah, that's actually an appropriate response. Like, what are you doing playing Centaur mid?
Devi, CS leader, trying to do a little back laning.
It will be chased away.
Yeah, they do not want this to happen. You do not want an ultra farm Darkseer in this game who can provide some utility and boost up these other two cores.
Got to be careful, the support duo. Got him on the disruption after the surge. That leaves Divine nowhere to run. He's just going to try and get the neutral deny. Vacuums the neutrals to him. To try and get the tentacles, it would have been a really sick play, but Crit still gets the last hit.
Got to take advantage of the space elsewhere if you're NIGMA Galaxy. They're going to try and punish Amar a little bit top, but the TP comes through from the Centaur.
Yeah, Centaur's actually going to go for it. Stampede running down Lornoff. This is not what they expected whatsoever. A two-man stop from Maureen to set up the kill. They kill Lornoff together.
That was a sick read from Maureen.
Some of those neutrals behind the tower.
So annoying. Disruption into harass. Now you have to waste.
Even threatening to kill him with the Shadow Poisons. Now, it's probably not going to be enough here. Crit. Ooh, it was actually pretty damn close, but unable to finish the job, and Lornoff gets some much-needed experience even as his jungling is slowed down. He is a level and a half behind Amar. Best they get is a deny. Let's see if they're able to snag that one as the glyph is going to go away. Maureen, Helmadom creep is going to die. They go for the deny. Oh, they didn't get it! What?
They missed the creep last hit and the tower last hit.
Oh,
I mean, that's where you drop another ult, right?
Yeah.
Especially just to bring the Furion in the game with Wrath and Nature off cooldown. You have a lot of these little combinations with the Darkseer. There.
Yeah, HTP away, but Demonic Purge plus Fire Spirits. That's too much damage, even if he could get. Crit trying to sneak something here, but will be caught by Omar. Nice hook shot into Cogs. And thought it was going to guarantee the kill here. Earth Splitter goes out. Crit managed to dodge that one as well. Demonic Purge, they saw him down with a blood grenade. They will finally collect the kill. Goodness, I mean, Cogs into Stomp felt free, but it actually forced them to chase so far. They're going to get a trade-off, maybe even two. As Amar comes in, he'll go after Omar, who gets up to the high ground. Cogs pushing him back.
A lot of burn.
Ticking low, ticking down, and he dies.
It's not worth it on that move. And
sometimes these clockworks are like, man, maybe I should put more levels in battery assault just to try and kill these Helmadom creeps better. Oh! Crit trying to get in front of him, lands a hook shot. Beautifully done by Lornoff. Whoopsies. Pushing him away with the Cogs allows the Stampede. Okay, never mind. Struck down by Lornoff with the global presence. Happy coincidence there for Divide, but still results.
Tier 1 now.
Lamar. Best pop out, trying to go for the fast kill here. It's not super fast. In fact, Omar's going to die for it.
Well worth it.
Dominating kill streak, though, for Samael. So
you'd really like the Sven off this play if he's still lingering in this bottom lane.
Yeah, they do not want to be killing Snaking here. But it might be the only hero they have the chance to do so. They're just going to take the fast kill and try and go for the tower.
It's fine. You have to kill whoever's down here. You want it to be Sven, you'll take the Miranda. This will open up a tier 1. Lornoff needs some of these lanes to go in a little deeper. It's part of the advantage of having Furion is you can create some lane pressure innately. If all the tier 1s are standing, it really limits your efficacy.
Smoke's gonna break on the Helmet Dom creep. Amar is outside of the pit.
They want the fight more than the Roche. They know how strong they are right now.
Really trying to bait him in. They spot GH. Amar doesn't get the opportunity.
Oh, we got silence.
Silence with the Hurricane Pike. They push away for the Centaur. Still trying to go for that kill. Samael's looking for the infest. Doesn't have to pop it right away. And they killed the Huskar with a jump in from Omar. And then Lornoff with a big Wrath of Nature. They actually managed to get the kill. They got baited into thinking they could actually burst down the Lifestealer.
That's a
chance to be able to.
It was a really big kill momentum-wise in terms of Falcons progressing this game. Now they're going to have to look for that same fight again off the back of Skeeter's farm.
Mars Smoke's gonna break, trying to go for the hook shot, ends up going to the neutrals. Run, little clockwork, run!
Is he alive?
He's actually maybe gonna. Oh, the arrow stops him. What could have been.
That was almost the greatest escape of all time.
It really was. The pickoff does lead to foul.
Still such a good demonic purge game. I don't think you mind too much.
Sure.
Especially if you ever land on the Lifestealer. Oh, that's true, man. Smoke from NIGMA.
Breaks on Maureen. They spot him. Hook shot.
Thank you, boy.
Take down this big old Centaur. They're trying to slow him down, but the Stampede has gotten far enough away. The jump in from Skeeter quickly kills Divide. Now he's got to kite back against Smail. Wants to go for the squishier heroes. Now Amar's next up. Disruption. Smail's getting kited, but he doesn't have the defense to get out of here. He's just going to be changed on and out. Falcons couldn't find their win on the Radiant side. Roshan will find it on the other side. It's quad kill for Falcons. Skeeter picks up 3 of them.
That's the dream for Falcons. You want to jump?
NIGMA Galaxy here. What's got to happen? Is it possible for them to win a fight? Let's start with that. Oh, Lord off. Well, not like this, that's for sure, with your carry getting picked off just outside your base.
In a straight 5-on-5 right now, no, I don't think it is. I think they have to
with like a fantastic vacuum wall. It just stompers.
I guess they do have a combo. If you're not going to be able to reset the map fast enough, you might have to take this fight. Look for that big back combo.
Amar just straight to it. GH with the instant TP back.
Very smart TP.
He saw what was coming. It does manage to get away before snaking or crit can stop him with the disable. That's still going to be a lane of barracks. No Furion. There's just no way to fight.
Losing the Furion also hurts because he's your big lane shover. Lose that high ground fight or they find the pickoff, they will commit for that play. Quick smoke bottom.
Well, they just have to make sure to kind of sweep back and forth through the map. Make sure that these heroes aren't out on the map farming. Want to limit them as much as possible. Omar does a good job of breaking his smoke. Let's see if he can actually get away. Unlikely. Hook shot off the mark on the neutral camp that he was hoping to get away.
Got like pulled out of it by Harpoon. Oh, they saw that Spirit running top off the ward.
Yeah, that's going to hurt.
They're just trying to bait someone top. See if Falcons bite the bait. They might.
Actually,
yeah, he's thinking about it.
Playing pretty close to them. Omar, he's going to find him down here. He's going to spot him. Pops the dust as the smoke breaks. Managed to get the hook shot. Laying onto the Huskar. Huskar, the Earth Splitter. Trouble. Does manage to do. Oh, will pull back in by the vacuum. Where are you going?
Great connection there. You want to reset though. You don't want to overextend your defense.
Skeeter looking for the opening on Samael. Managed to hit him with a shot. The follow-up barrel lands, and down he goes.
Couldn't get out in time.
Stomp attempted from GH, trying to get away from the Centaur. Defy running away from the Sven, but Crit's going to hunt him down. A double for Crit. And yeah, NIGMA Galaxy are not getting out of this unscathed. In fact, they are getting out of it worse for wear as they trade 1 for 3.
So I think the cogs can do some work. It's not guaranteed he gets a card save off in time. Depends how fast that initiation is.
Disruption and Arrow. The support duo has an easy way to find these pickoffs around the map. Surprise butterfly reveal. Like, do you try and bait Lornoff? Like, that still sounds kind of crazy.
No. You TP in the next fight with a fully completed butterfly. They have no information to go off. There's no time to build an MKB or anything.
Right.
It's a
as the Aegis. There really is no need. They've got the save in the Centaur. They've got an extra life.
Maybe you can aggressively force staff him
What was that? Something. Hits Divide. Managed to catch him. They go for an infest save. Hook shot. Trying to throw everything they have. The bailout Divide. Allowed to get off spells. No hope. Skeeter just does far too much right now during this BKB window. Samael can't fight him. It's not even close. They make a run back to the fountain. They're going to use some buybacks here, and they're going to need the fountain force.
Oh, he got arrowed.
Oh, wait, but he got arrowed on Samael. He ran in, and an arrow intended for Lornoff instead finds the face of Samael. A dieback for him, and the rest of NIGMA Galaxy will huddle in there found nothing they can do. They could barely even stop Amar as is. They keep on pushing him away. He keeps on pushing himself away, toying with NIGMA Galaxy with this jump in with his ultimate Hurricane Pike.
You always get the taunt. He is taunting them on multiple levels here. No chance for NIGMA Galaxy in these 5-on-5s. Might have just got online way too quickly here. And the lane swap shenanigans. I don't think it looked too bad in terms of the laning, but it definitely made this game really awkward to play.
Just keep taunting him, trying to combo to get the three-man vacuum into a stomp into a wall. Unfortunately, no Earth Splitter, so no real damage to follow it up. Thrown, exposed, they're going to pop the glyph, but there's still 30-plus seconds for two more of their heroes. And they can hardly take a 5-on-5, let alone a 3-on-6. All the way into the fountain goes Amar to finish things in style. Falcons,
very comfortable, very confident. They get their heroes, they get the kind of lineup they want to play. They throw that lane swap at the end that forced NIGMA into a tough decision. Do we play the lane straight up and realize our match is too bad, or do we try and swap this slice through the mid to salvage it?
I don't think it's not like, oh my god, Alec, what do we do? It's
attitude. They're never going to GG out early. They're going to make it work. They're going to find a way. I kind of believe in that. That said, Falcons are always a test in that regard. They throw you off your game. They make it so the game doesn't flow that well, and they're going to try and do that.
Eater might be getting in some trouble here. The blood grenade thrown out. The Iron Shell's going to burn him down. They do manage to get that first blood over to Divide. Maybe even a second blood. Wait a minute. The 4 and 3 of NIGMA Galaxy are cooking in the off lane. A double for Divide.
He got first blood game 1, too. So they've been overperforming in these. There's the TP.
Here it comes.
With the Ion Shell, that's what makes this move extra deadly.
Damage against a hero that is susceptible to the magic damage. You have a teleport coming in as well. Just you think you're getting away with Ghost Shroud. There's Lorinov popping out with the Sprout. GH, the one to get the last hit.
The exact move you wanted.
A whiff there on a setup little stun from Omar that should have been free, and Lorinov is going to pay the price for this one.
Just one fairy.
Teleporting in. Yeah, they do have a lot of extra regen for Lorinov. They're going to pump the Stampede. Snaking's going to go down first. Can they finish off Lorinov? They do, but Maureen is low enough that he'll die to the tower. A double for Lorinov after death.
That's a lot of experience for GH. He's almost level 6 all of a sudden.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I don't know if NIGMA mind that too much. This man.
Yeah, this is a
that's illegal
from Skeeter. If you're going to run all these heroes to bottom, all these heroes to mid, well, guess what? I'm going to take your Wisdom Shrine. That extra experience is going to be much needed as Lorinov continues his assault on the side lanes. Teleports in, gets a kill on Snaking, and very early to Necrophos later on to the game.
There's a lot of ag stuff cool in this game. That's some extra scale. NIGMA, they're going to continue to hunt bottom. They have connections with the power shot and arrow down here.
Trying to set up an arrow, does manage to land.
The level 3 Starfall.
Yeah, they got it.
Plus the Wrath. Yeah, you definitely have it on that.
But it is going to be a Reaper Scythe kill potentially. Wait, Amar's not level 6. Okay, they get it with the Stampede at least. Now he's level 6.
Still worth it though. You're just getting experience for the Bounty Hunter. Look at the actual 5-on-5. Who's going to deal damage to set up a Reaper Scythe? It's only the Alchemist. If he gets kited or dealt with.
Nice
quick kickoff.
In the arrow, Snaking. He falls. And Omar's even still looking at a play mid at the exact same time.
He's low.
Mid tower ramping up. Maureen, he's going to regen up a little bit here. Gets pulled back in, though, by the vacuum.
Look at the double shell. And
all he can do is double edge and hope that somebody can help him out. Unfortunately, Falcons are all split up.
3 tier 1s dead. Last hit to the Furion.
Move. This could be a double invis support duo set up. Here comes that arrow. Lands perfectly. Starstorm and the power shot. Samael takes the last hit. The Wrath of Nature comes through and takes out the neutrals, leaving nothing behind for Amar. Does Samael still get caught by it, though? The smoke's going to break. Maureen spots him. Wind run. Can't get far enough away. Hit by the hook shot, leading to the ice path. Push him into. Oh, that's a beautiful Cogs hit. That'll keep him inside the macro pyre. He's dead. NIGMA Galaxy are going to try and get a punish here. The teleport in from Lorinov. No stuns available. They all teleport away scot-free.
That was a weird response. They keep it the Darks here super late to think about it. And then if he buys a second Radiance, your effective net worth maybe goes up by a couple thousand, but it's not a full value.
Nice double stun from Omar, leading to the arrow once again. And the track of gold comes in.
And he snipes the last hit on the Furion, so it's even more gold.
So he gets to be a part of track kill, gets the bounty for the kill, The other two supports pick up some Tranquil on top of that.
Quick Moonlight Shadow, try and snowball off this even a little more. You got to be careful running in here without the full team backup.
The Vi is giving them really good information, and Amar and GH, they're lining these up nicely, man.
This team is just completely different when the support duo is flowing.
Or
I think this Necro is going to be poor for a while in this one.
here comes
This could
Night
be
Shadow gang setup.
interesting. Very interesting.
Gonna be caught by the Shackle. Very easy kill for NIGMA Galaxy. Just like that,
Yeah.
all of a sudden they're 5 heroes on top of the Alchemist.
And now you got to look for something else. Chain this kill. GH looking for the setup with the Yules. Should get it.
Yules cancels the TP, and his team, 2 cores sandwiching Snake King, both racing to try and get this bounty.
We'll get him here eventually. They're also setting up bottom. Amar, he gets tracked, gets walled. Zeri on
Exactly
TP.
what you want to see. NIGMA Galaxy punishing them on all 3 lanes. Amar tries to make a run for it with Stampede, but you can't outrun the Surge, that's for sure.
Look at the connections right now. So the thing is, you can overcommit on these connections because you have track gold and use your advantage as much as possible right now.
Yeah, it's like easy for you to win fights and get pickoffs, but you do kind of have to be perfect about it. So close. Got the TP away from Malrine. We'll go for crit instead.
Did they see the Alk up here? The Sobs?
Crazy pickup. They could get him a second time.
He's gonna walk in
like it.
They see him now.
Yeah, they spot him off this ward, but it's kind of a big come.
They're committing the Alk into the play. Pivotal moment for Falcons in this game.
They really want to find the connection with one of these cores. With the Furion, that would be ideal.
Be real patient
right now. NIGMA Galaxy might smoke into them here. It's got a break for the Bounty Hunter. They do get dusted. Managed to stop the stomp there. Still up.
Skeeter got arrow.
It's going to lead to a self-concoction explosion there. He's going to start the fight at half health.
Very awkward. And the vacuum back in on Malrine alongside the Shackles. Sumail doesn't give a damn about the return. He'll just keep it going. Pumping the damage into the mid laner of Falcons, who cannot get away, can't stop the damage, can't get the blink. Skeeter actually went for the kill on Lornoff, but a BKB from Lornoff. Great reaction from him. A Reaper silent put down the Bounty Hunter, but they're still in trouble.
The Alchemist
being chased after. Device trying to back away from the Necrophos. Amar using his extra regen to his advantage, but he's still kind of squishy. Hit by the Yules, hit by a power shot. Look at it, down he goes pretty fast. They go back for Lornoff though. Hit him with those shot. Energy unstable concoction, trying to focus him down, but Lornoff, he just won't die. Grit all in to try and get the kill. Throws up one grenade, but it won't be enough. Falcons get wiped.
That arrow was so devastating.
Oh my god.
I cannot imagine a worse scenario. Oh, wow. GH is just a beast. I don't know how this guy is so good for so long. But
in focus fire again, funneling. Are they intentionally funneling all of these kills to Lornoff? The Bounty Hunter's going to go for the hunt. Moonlight Shadow.
I might find him here.
Oh,
he's going to
Centaur. They're going to catch him right as he went for the TP. Nice pick off. Neutrals will do what they can to interfere, but
died pretty fast.
Now straight to Roshan, right? Your
fight. It's just.
Is it going to be back-to-back deaths for Malrine?
I think it might be.
They can keep him here long enough. They got him with the vacuum, pull him back in into the Shackle.
Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. That's right outside the base, too, and they have a ward.
Butterfly.
Who are you hitting in this game? Find a Bounty Hunter and Reaper him again? It's not going to win you the long haul.
Maybe hit some more neutrals until you maybe hit the enter button and GG.
That was a nasty shackling.
Nice little catch and more gold for Lornoff. Dude, I don't know how he keeps on getting these Wrath of Natures. Like, even nice Vlad's pickup. That's a cool idea. Just get more team fight.
Are Falcons really going to try and jump the Furion up here? This is
try. They're going to go for it.
Wild.
It seems like not a great idea. They're still going to follow it up. Drop the wall just in case. Lornoff's going to battle this out. He's not worried about this at all. He's got an extra life, and then he's got a BKB he can slot in. So that Stampede from Falcons is going to have to be used to just retreat. And NIGMA Galaxy, they stick around and take this tier 2. Lornoff's coming back for it. Why not?
So if anything makes it a little more difficult, I think you'd rather just choke the map and look for kills. That's what your lineup's designed to do.
GH. Got the Yule set up into the arrow. Crit, he's going to be stopped so he can't get the hook shot in. Damn it. The arrow. Oh, man, that Aghanim Scepter combined with the Wrath of Nature. Now maybe they get snaking as well. Divine fishing for the vacuum. Hits him with the Gleipnir. Now pulls him back into play. And Lornoff delivers the damage. It's just too easy. A 1-2-3 and a lane of barracks for NIGMA Galaxy in a game 2.
GH destroyed this game. He did. Absolutely destroyed it in combination with Omar. They found so many just clutch little two-man pickoffs with a Furion connection. Set this game up beautifully. The Centaur got caught on the TPGH again.
He just keeps racking him up. He'll keep tracing him. Maureen would have to do some crazy juke in order to get a
three-man wall mid.
PH is just going to keep following him, and yeah, they're actually going to fight this up a little split off because Samael left. Is it possible for them to win this mid fight? Because Maureen is certainly going to be dying up here in the corner. They can at least get one kill. The bounty hunter is going to be going down. Maureen is finally going to fall with a Sprout. They chased after Devi.
Might be able to get him here.
It's taking a long time. Here comes Amar, but he's got the Reaper sight, but he doesn't have the mobility. Oh, and lets Devi back in. Devi, you don't want this. You don't want this at all. The Reaper sight trying to get him right now, but now Lornoff is going to join the team. The Reaper sight, they finally goes through, and it gets the kill.
I get Skeeter.
Going to be in trouble. It'll be well worth it if the hits. Galaxy the high ground. He gets the hit.
Of course, Lornoff don't miss. No way he's going to miss up that high ground.
Push out, drop wards, do what you can.
There's the bounty.
Get the initiation, but Amar's going to walk straight into them. What are you going to do about it? I've got an A on this. 4 steps away. Meanwhile, Maureen ripped apart. Man, Samael did some work on him. Skeeter's trying to do what he can with the Abyssal Blade. The fall much evasion. Too much damage, too much evasion. The Wind Waker, but there's the Wind Waker save. And that's it. Falcons, I don't think they have anything left in the tank. Maybe you can get Samael, but Lornoff is just going to town. You dealt with one of the cores. What about the other one? What about the supports who are super farmed? What about the offlaner? He'll come through and chase you down.
And what about your base? The reason Maureen's TPing out there is the super level treants just killed your Megas.
Oh no.
That fight was doomed before it started.
Minutes left on the Aegis.
They just have answers for everything in the team fight. And this Alk absolutely needed MKB. He had no shot of getting through the Wind Ranger or the Fury on there.
Just one-man stomp. 1 second Halberdom. Hook shot. In a position to get the Hogs pushback, but they're going to be fighting without Reaper's Sight, so no early fast kill. And tough to deal with Lornoff. He's got a Satanic, he's got an Aegis, he's got a ton of damage. He kills Jakiro on the retreat. He's not getting out of there, nor Samar. He can pop the Ghost Shroud, but they've got time on NIGMA Galaxy. Yules to stop Maureen, straight to the arrow. They finish him off. 3 dead. Falcons, nothing left but the tier 4s and a throne. They're going to fall shortly.
Lornoff, he's thinking about going for some fountain diving at this point.
Yeah, why not? They're willing to fountain farm you. Turn it right back around to Sprout into a shackle. Easily set up. There's a little 1 or 2-man combos here they've got.
That's over.
Skeeter going for the kill, but they're going to call GG before Skeeter is even dead, and we will see a game 3. 2 extremely one-sided games between these two teams. What is a game 3 going to look like here?
I'm very hyped this is going to a game 3. I think this game 3 could absolutely...
Is that? Like, since we had 2 one-sided games, do you think NIGMA Galaxy kind of figured some things out? Falcons will even it up in this draft going into game 3?
I think there's a lot of small things that work for NIGMA in this game in terms of the pickoff, the tempo they have off the lanes, the way they want to play with Furion. But ultimately, I'm going to be straightforward about it. I think you put Lornoff in mid lane, this guy's going to cook. And it's...
And stand next to him. I'm dooming you, and now the fight has turned the other way. And
it could snowball this lane considerably. Could also maybe see that gate rotation off the Crystal Maiden. It's really tempting right now.
Running into middle. Starstorm brings Crit low. Quick little power shot. Not going to do much damage there. GH out of leap charges. Missed. Low ground miss. Maybe Samael can get the hit. He does, and that will deliver the kill to GH, who finally closes the distance just enough.
Maureen, he needs to be careful manning up for it, too. Here. Don't want to get baited going for this rune without knowing where the bounty is. They're going to bring the Maiden over.
Especially with level 6 on. This is picked up. They're going to go for him. Pops out of the trees. Slow him down with the crack. It's a haste rune. Oh, no.
Run.
Can he get there in time? Starts running after him. Omar's just going to try and keep it. Yeah, Maureen knows he can't really run so much. He's going to turn fight. Laguna Blade goes back down, but now GH is going to join in on the party, and Lornoff continue to play with that haste rune. He gets low. Crit's going to join in, already using the power shot. He's got another one coming up soon.
Damage is done, though. That's a big kill for Sniper, because he can Falcons need to be really careful getting dragged into this sniper zone of control. It can go bad real fast, so you got to be disciplined here. Play on sentries, group up with all three, and they'll find a little pickoff.
Pickoff, very nice. Frostbite, Laguna Blade, and a gate out of the...
Isolated, if you have favorable matchups in those, which they do, you're really happy on the map overall.
All right, he already knew about the sentry from before, but still is going to dare it to try and get the kill on Maureen. Instead, will be punished.
That was a little greedy. You know there's vision back there.
Yeah, I mean, he already did the walk behind, the creep saw him, they attacked him. One grenade goes real awry, and that's going to lead to the death of...
You are doomed.
GH is doomed. Well, that means Samael doesn't have to worry about Doom for a little bit.
If you just kill a support or you give up a power rune in exchange, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, the combination of tower pressure with the very easy neutral farming with shrapnel. There's the bait going to die again.
It's really hard to run to these areas with the bounty. And you back up this sniper a lot.
But it is going to be a little while until they hit, which means the sniper is, like, he's not left alone on an island. He still has supports helping him, but if they can't find those kills, it's not like the side lane is going to change them. Frostbite and plenty of damage, especially with the freezing field being dropped on Devi's head.
There's that damage.
Right again.
Give you.
After GH, Maureen pops a regen, turns and fights GH.
He's fast.
He's out of leap charges. Maureen really could kill him here. Laguna Blade, another Dragon Slave would get the kill, or maybe even just the right clicks. He gets run down by Maureen. These supports are having no luck to get Maureen whatsoever.
And this is NIGMA banging their head against that brick wall mid. That begs that question of, you know, you could have gone to a side lane and then back to mid.
Yeah, you could have gone and enabled this Reaper sight to go off on Amar, because they could set it up with the stun, just like they were doing in Game 2.
Ooh, that was close.
It does connect. It does get the extra bit of regen for Samantha.
This is the move I think they should have done after the first bounty death mid. Because now, if you want to go back for this mid play, the game flow is going to open up a little bit more.
Does put Lauren off a really awkward spot. There's no gate, no supports to help him out. They are going to be running into shrapnel, and that's dangerous.
That's a tough hero to gap close.
Going to go after Snake in here. Power Rune. Amp damage on the other side. Omar is unable to get the kill, and now he's just going to give up his life. Unnecessary.
Bounty's getting punished hard.
Yeah.
Every time he shows. Really stabilize this game. Shut down the sniper potential. Not that the heroes shut down, but they didn't let him snowball off the laning phase. That's a
Hit it with a
deal.
power shot. GH, nice little dodge to the side there. Crit did get low off of that one, so he's got to be careful. Great space for the Doom, and they got him. That was nicely set up. Even strapped the ult there from the sniper to finish him off. That felt great.
What they wanted in this game. A couple more of those get the track online. Snake King sitting, no detection here.
Easily found, and all of a sudden, Lamar gets some much-needed experience if they can get this kill. Oh, failing to get it. Now he's going to die to Amar instead. Keeps on getting baited in to try and finish off these heroes, and the Falcons supports and cores keep punishing him for it.
Just bait pick. I think Falcons are weathering the storm right now.
Yeah.
I think they're playing a lot better than the game 2. They have more play options. They're more comfortable. They're finding these little extra kills. This is just a solo kill from Amar.
Yeah, well, it is going to bait him in underneath these neutrals. Oh, need the Reaper Scythe, and it finally comes through. They've got
All right, a little too aggressive there. Another Reaper kill. Gonna try and hunt him on this wave with the Lina rotation. I don't know if Sumail expects this at all.
Frostbite, LSA, through the blade, freezing field. They've got so much damage to throw at him that even through the heals, they've got Samael.
Cheeky little pickoff right there. That's what this lineup can do. But it's a lot to keep track of. Kind of hard to be everywhere right now, and the threats for Falcons are starting to pick up. They're heading straight bottom. Devi, you look like you are in trouble.
Yeah, he is very dead with 4 heroes surrounding him. Toss actually grabs Amar. Not that it matters one bit.
Now a little Goomba stomp for the road. Heroes are getting a lot of gold out of this early game just off the kills.
Amar not really finding the connection there. Maybe he will on Maureen. They're going to try to chase after him underneath this tower. Really going after it. Do manage to land the stun into the arrow, finish him off. Killing spree taken away from Maureen.
That's a big kill.
And put into Lornoff's pocket.
All a product of taking down that mid tower. This we've seen it against Necro Post a couple times. Makes it really hard to just stick in the fight. Playing some some options here as he's getting ganked. Would be another track.
Oh, what? Trying to get the hit in. They still got him inside the pit, though. That will lead.
That's a Reaper.
Leads to a Reaper side. There you go.
More HP, more mana regen, more gold for Sumail.
Like in this case, the Underlord just gates right back through. A ward behind this mid tower, though. Falcons are setting up for a big move. Managed to get the blink toss back onto Sniper.
He has Hurricane
Here
Bite.
too. He's got a Hurricane Bite to push him farther away from the freezing field. They can't get this kill. Lamar does die underneath the tower, but Snaking is in a real awful position, and there's no way out for him. So it's just a support trade-off. The Sniper too hard to hunt down for Falcons.
He's still looking here. Has a lot of damage on his own.
Yeah, with a power shot, he can easily one-shot GH, but it's going to be a bit awkward. Diving past this here, too. The Sniper's in trouble. Devi trying to help him out. Lorinov, though, there's something they can do to save him.
He Hurricane Piped in, trying to chase the Skeeter Tiny. Didn't recognize the flank that was coming in from the Doom. He'll go down. And now Omar, he's like, maybe I can go Radiance in this game.
Still going to find the opening on Maureen. It's hard to make this happen against the Tiny. He leaps away for the initiation. And coming out from behind. What a move from GH. That was just nasty.
He used the Tiny too, so now he's going to get set up on.
He is.
Reaper in 2. One.
Try and stop him. Shackle shot, but here comes the Reaper sight. The cut skater down the side.
GH God. What can you do? This guy is in zone. He is one of the best supports to ever do it. Having himself another fantastic Mirana game here. Not as his 2 cores die bottom. Okay, I'm going back to BKB. Yeah, he's looking a little worse now. It just keeps oscillating. That's a nice juicy farm.
If they're winning, win more. If they're losing, he always feels like he needs the team fight. Missed out on the arrow.
Little caster curse, I apologize.
It's fine. It means Sumail can catch up in order to be a part of the track kill.
Just intentional.
Exactly. Extra gold, extra gold. That's all you're focused on. Lorinov is hoping to snowball this even more. This is the dangerous part of the time for Falcons. Falcons have all this scale, but NIGMA Galaxy are very much online with their Sniper. We're in game 2, or is this just going to come down to better play?
I think it just comes down to better play.
The double hits again from these bounty hunters set up.
It's just
pop out of the Shadow Walk, stun him again with another Shadow Walk and hit the arrow.
The thing that
Devi is really committed here. He's going to get punished for it. Instantly doomed up. The Necrophos is nearby with the Doom used. I do wonder if Sumail, not that he can save Devi, but maybe he can get a turnaround kill.
Got the BKB.
Yeah.
Threat of the Reaper.
Out of Amar. That's good enough.
Too high there.
Meanwhile, the Crystal Maiden, I mean, it's another track kill.
This trio.
Track kill for Lorinov, who, with the Furion, was collecting on all the last hits. Now with a Sniper, he's running along with his supports.
The thing is, normally when NIGMA play this style, if you're Falcons, you're okay giving up some kills if you're farming 3 cores. But the issue is it's bounty hunter. So you just win the net worth trade off of the extra track, plus information and D-wards and all this stuff, right? And then the Falcon supports have to invest more gold in detection. And
right? It's the whole reason GH was able to make that move in the first place and bottom. Why they're able to kill Maureen with just 2 supports. Why they might be able to get this kill on crit as well and get some extra gold for it. Actually, Bounty Hunter's not going to join him. He's going to scout even more heroes here in order for the Reaper sight to land on the Maureen. They get that one.
That's the bigger prize.
Bigger bounty picked up. Now Skeeter being run down with a track on him, making it easy for the Sniper to use his range to max advantage.
They're really starting to pick up the aggression here. They know this is the...
GH has much more realistic dreams of a very fast Aghanim Scepter once again.
Will pay off here. This game goes late.
R's going to be spotted by the Crystal Maiden. Frostbite. Forstaff gets away from the LSA, but of course he has nowhere to run, so he is definitely dead. Just trying to create as much.
Well, they found the Sniper.
That's real rough for Lorinov. He even managed to get the shackle shot, so he's not going anywhere.
Nice ward down there.
On. Sneak up on him. Do most of his HP with 1 go.
Same with Necrophos. If Necrophos doesn't get doomed or dodge the Lina damage, then he can do a lot of work in the fight.
NIGMA Galaxy can keep going back to these pickoffs. They had a good window of just pickoff after pickoff, and now they're trying to keep that going again, but maybe it turns into a team fight. Bar kind of in bad spot. Ooh, big heals come out, even through the Laguna Blade. He doesn't die.
Amp damage.
An avalanche. Then it's an amp damage on the ground. Lorinov does manage to grab it. Now he returns fire back on the Skeeter. Will have to pop his BKB. Toss back on Necrophos.
Amar?
Not just. Meanwhile, Amar is in, and Amar is dead.
What is he trying to do there? It's on no HP, just goes in. Gets obliterated. Continuing to be big, bad, and in charge unless you can connect the spells on him. And we saw that type of fight. It's not so easy to just leap in and connect damage on some of these heroes. Like, a lot can go wrong for you, especially around these underworld hits.
Toss back of the bounty hunter.
Nice little freebie there. No heals going in that time. Which, I don't know, maybe you just doom Divine. The opportunity presents itself. I think that's unlikely because he's not going to be on the front line. He's going to be doing action like this.
Setting up the play. Omar, he does die. NIGMA Galaxy. See if they can get something for it. Laguna Blade onto Devi. Actually lost sight of him there. Dust finally goes off, but maybe for a little bit too late to go after this Devi Llama kill. Ooh, crit.
Sniper? Doing sniper things?
Is that going to be enough damage?
Oh,
it
yeah.
is rather easily.
You saw Omar. He doesn't want to do this Underlord after the gate goes off especially. He had Lotus as well, so you're kind of baiting it. Need the bigger targets. They still have a ward down here. They see everything. Shadowblade, Tiny. There's so many in this mechanism. Trying to set the fight up.
They have the ward on the gate that spotted him. The Reaper's Sight is not going to be enough damage. They have a track on him, but nobody able to close the gap.
Kills are getting a little frustrating for NIGMA.
They are.
That is time. Time for this Tricore to farm their way to the top of the chart.
Falcons just keep on looking for an opening. They're going to go for one on Divine here. Toss him up in the air, allow the LSA to fall through with Maureen having the damage. Makes it a whole lot smoother to get that kill. Will it make the difference?
He got the Flares Boda too. It's so much damage on this hero.
Maureen trying to bait a little bit. Has a shield rune. Reaper's Sight. Try and cut him down. It's not going to be quite enough. And the shield rune activates. Maureen's going to be good for now. Still poking at him. Device actually thinking about chasing, but the fight comes straight to NIGMA Galaxy. A jump in from Skeeter. Finish off the bounty hunter while they're poking at him with the sniper, and those pokes hurt too. Skeeter even has to pop his BKB as he backs it out. They have to feed him a Lotus. They try and keep him alive right now with the Silver Edge. I think he might have made it. Avalanche toss back. Maureen going after Omar. That might be a dieback for him. Got the doom onto the sniper. If they can put damage on him, he might take out, but they can't do it. With the invisibility, he's able to get away. Crit pushed back into the pit. Very nicely done by NIGMA Galaxy.
Jules on the Lena.
Out of the fight.
GH found him.
Managed to get the arrow. Big play from GH, finding the opening onto Maureen. If they can finish him off, it'll be a massive win, and they got him. Hunt him down. Snake King's up next, and NIGMA Galaxy, the long fight, it draws out, and it's all to their favor.
For NIGMA Galaxy, great find at the end by GH again. And NIGMA, they're pushing. Look, they're pushing deep.
Behind the tier 4, second to run down. Oh, they get a more and crit.
Oh, they're crumbling.
Keep the numbers.
No pie.
Falcons have slipped up in a big, big way. NIGMA Galaxy, one lane of barracks into 2. Are they just going to be able to close out the game right here? And
they might. The Sumail aggression.
A tier 2 remains in the bottom lane. NIGMA Galaxy, they can't get Megas, so they will back out. Roshan's up after all. There's no reason to try and end it out here. They can play it safe.
Overwhelming blink. He might regret that now. There's also that Hex completed on the bounty. You really have to watch the jumps with the Tiny. In particular, if you go in, you don't BKB, you get Hex. That can be the fight.
He also doesn't have a neutral creep that would give him a way to break through lane. He got Hex, and Avalanche, an instant Hex, and now the Tiny's dead.
Does have buy.
A buyback, but NIGMA Galaxy have used very little for this. A Reaper's Sight, that's good enough. Lornoff is still plinking away at this tier 3, putting the pressure on Falcons.
What are you gonna do?
Gotta come up with a solution fast. They managed to find an LSA, and arrow burned through the sniper here. Maureen had to pop his BKB to come in. Can he go around for a second life here? But he didn't get the BKB. Cut through him, try and get through these Lincolns, and they've got the final hits coming in. Lornoff does die. Now Skeeter marches forward. Now they've got the
oh boy. Oh boy.
They just get slaughtered. Oh, NIGMA Galaxy, the high ground becomes their nemesis once again.
They needed to get that sniper back a little further, or have someone go in, check some of the blink daggers
out to what NIGMA Galaxy kind of already had.
Got the Satanic on the Lena. That's pretty big here. It'll get Omar to Ags, which is also pretty big. They had a nice timing where they had these Lincolns and Lotus and he didn't have Ags. Now he's going to have that.
Not going to be just a BKB duration. At least that's
sniper
what
gets
NIGMA
jumped.
Galaxy are hoping.
It's all in the sniper. He gets jumped, the fight's over.
Let's get him on the pin.
Hex.
Follow-up sight. Omar in big trouble. Will activate the BKB. Start making his way away. They've got a track on him still. They're putting damage on him. He can't blink away. Got him in a pit once again. Smel's going to blink after. Hit him with the Reaper Sight. They have the saves. They've got nothing.
Ooh. I thought you were maybe overextending on that chase. This is in theory where Underlord shines. He's super laking team fights where you have multiple lives on everybody. You know the fight's going to be super long. The second time they go in with lives, they don't have BKBs.
They made the scan. They know what's going on. They're going to run right into the Falcons. Omar, he's almost immediately going to be popped. They actually do go for the AoE Doom. The Reaper side cut down crit at the same time. But
Sniper has position.
Total free fight right now. Malrain's going to try and challenge him.
They can't fight him.
Going to force that forward. And Lordov's losing that fight. He's making a run for it. The shots are coming in from Malrain. What after that?
got him.
Now a crit to finish him off.
Has to buy.
Does the damage. He's going to have to buy for this one. And they can gate in potentially. Malrain surrounded by too many heroes. He's not making it out of here. He delivers what damage he can, hopes to kill Omar, will not have enough for it. Will he buy back to try and play for this Roshan? Skeeter's trying to get away with the harpoon. He gets out. Samael with a chase. A friendly toss from Skeeter trying to get Snake King out of here. Snake King once again tossed over by Skeeter before he blinks away. They got Snake King out. They kept some heroes alive. They got buybacks out of some of NIGMA Galaxy.
Power of Lina. If he can man-fight the sniper, you win that man-fight.
Roshan is trying to get to the other
Got
side
yeeted.
right now, and he's running real fast. They do not let this get away, fortunately. The pit will hold them back. They'll get all the items because get a pick off.
GH have a read of this?
GH has a blink. Oh, but it got caught by the avalanche. They toss him up in the air midway through the leap. They got the pick. Not a huge one. Not something that necessarily will change anything about the state of the game.
The tracks are enough. They don't matter because the two supports don't have to initiate or do anything. They're just going to sit in the back. Need to find them outside the base. This kind of situation can be
on multiple heroes.
Very good.
Forced to have to get away. Jump onto the Tiny. But they got the AoE Doom. That's blocking down the
arrow. Landed.
He threw onto the Doom. They do have a Wind Waker. Try and help him out. The Untis protecting Samael for now. And Amar just locked in place. Has to pop his BKB and make
the assassinate.
He didn't see that arrow coming. Meanwhile, the assassinate
got canceled.
Samael, he jumps toward him. They need an avalanche from Skeeter, but he can't get away. Samael cuts him down. The pit almost catching the Doom, but Amar, he gets away.
The Tiny just got melted by the Necrophos.
They do have that refresher on Amar. They do have a buyback.
Look at the blink.
Look at Samael just straight to the high ground. They got the side device initiation. A force down trying to get Malrain away. He pops. They say Tanner. That's right. Wind Waker to keep him alive. They say Tanner. Can they get him in? He heals. The Scotty slowed down. Another force down trying to get him out. Out. Malrain running. He's back to the fountain. He's good for now. Snaking. Those are gonna die.
The blink cancel.
Hit Amar.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Up in with the AoE Doom. Lornoff stops him in his tracks. Malrain tries to stop him. Teleporting right on top of him. Another side device. Another initiation. More damage flowing in. Lornoff standing his ground. Malrain and Amar, they're pushed all the way back. Amar got his initiation in. Alongside Skeeter. Malrain, he goes down. They have to NIGMA Galaxy. Everything to try and kill Lornoff, but they can't.
It's over.
It's all over. NIGMA Galaxy. They managed to get the victory over Falcons. And will stay in the upper bracket.
What a win for this team. Pushing it to the exact 60-minute mark. They were not going to wait for neutral items in this one. They were not going to wait for some sort of buyback opportunity. They got the fight outside the pace. A single moment in this game where you get a chance to catch Falcons off guard. They for this squad. And when they needed it to go right, the most, perhaps the biggest series in this team's history, Sumail just blinks to the high ground. The quintessential play for this man. And it works out because you have Lornoff